As we gather together today for our devotion time, the Lord takes us to the 12th chapter of Romans, a letter that the Apostle Paul wrote. And if you spend any time in Romans, you'll know, or the book of Romans, that you'll know that he lays out in chapter 12 just a beautiful formula for how to live the Christian life. We're going to be looking at the last verse in chapter 12 today. You know, in a couple of weeks, it'll be Christmas time, and we'll celebrate the birth of Christ and all the presents and all of the family get-togethers that we have. And then right after that, everyone begins to plan for the new year. And with that new year comes new aspirations. Some may want to lose a little weight. Some may want to do better with their finances. Some may want to just slow down and enjoy life more. And there's always new things, it seems like, that we want to do or be involved in. But the Word of God teaches us, and experience does as well, that in order to have new beginnings in something, that you have to leave old things behind. And what I love in this one verse here in Romans chapter 12 and verse number 21 is there is a distinction between two different things that are trying to occupy your mind, occupy your life. They're fighting for your energy, your family. They're fighting for your time. And in verse 21 it says this: "Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good." It lets us know that there is evil and good always present in our lives. And so today I want to talk to you about overcoming those strongholds, or those things that are in your life that maybe they've occupied your entire year. Maybe just somehow you've just not been able to get past whatever it is. It may be fear, anxiety, addictions. It may be just some lagging problem that just seems to never go away. Whatever your situation is today, only you and God know what it really is. But I can tell you this: today is the day that you need to determine, I will not take this into next year. I will get with the Lord, and I will do whatever it takes to break this stronghold, or break this thing that is going on in my life, so that I can be free to cross over into a new year, a new beginning, a new way of life, just a whole new mentality. The first word we pick up on, we need to understand, is the word overcome. And that means to conquer over. And the word stronghold basically means to subdue. And so what we need to do today is we need to break free from whatever is trying to subdue you. So this morning, as I begin to look at that, a stronghold can be a safe place, or it can be a very dangerous place. Stronghold basically means a fortress. It's something that's been built up around you. And we know in our lives that God builds things up around us sometimes to protect us, like a fortress would. But the enemy also can build up things in our lives that keep good from coming into our lives, keep more of Jesus from coming into our lives. So walls are built up to protect, or they could be built up to imprison. I don't know which one is going on in your life, but God does. So this morning there is a formula for breaking those strongholds that I want to give you. And then I want you to just spend a little time with Jesus and just make a promise to yourself, a commitment to the Lord, that you're going to try to follow this formula the best way you can to break whatever has been going on this year that you're not comfortable with taking into next year. First thing I want you to understand this morning is the only way you're ever going to break a stronghold is you must decide that you want to be free. Let me tell you something this morning. As much as I love you, I have to tell you the truth. People can pray for you. People can counsel you. People can do all kind of things to try to enable you to make the better decision. But until you're ready to be free, you're going to remain bound. It is the power of a made-up mind that I am tired, I'm sick of being in this stronghold. Lord, I want to be free today. Then you're well on your way to breaking that stronghold when you decide. Not when somebody else decides for you, but when you decide that you want to be free. The second thing is that once you decide you want to be free, you must understand you can't do it alone. Don't you know that that's why people put good people around? God puts good people around you. God knows what you need. He knows when you need it, and He knows who you need in your life. And don't despise that. Don't turn those people away that God is sending to try to help you. God is the ultimate healer. God is the ultimate deliverer. God is the one that's going to restore you and redeem you and bring you out of that. But God uses instruments, and those instruments can be the very people that God has put into your life. The one thing I found out in my history of living and being a minister and even going through strongholds myself is the very people that you're trying to get away from could very well be the people that God is trying to use, because the enemy does not want you near the people who are telling you what you need to hear. So first of all, you have to make up your mind you want to be free, and then you can't do it by yourself. The third thing I want to give you is a promise that as evil decreases, good must increase. If you begin to day by day, little by little, moment by moment, decision by decision, begin to move away from that struggle or that stronghold, maybe it's a lifestyle that God didn't want you in. Whatever it is, when you begin to move away from that, you have got to fill your life up with something else. Because if you don't, then it's going to come back in. So make sure that you, as evil weakens, increase the good in your life. And then once you are free from that, once you begin to say, I believe I'm finally beginning to be released from that, God always has a place for you to go. So make sure you're always praying, not just for the release, but God, for the direction that you want me to go once this stronghold is gone. I'm praying for you today. I'm praying that God will reveal what your stronghold is and give you the power to overcome it as you walk into this next year. Today you be safe, you be strong, and you be blessed. And you be the one today that says, I'm ready to be free. God, bring anybody you want to in my life to help me, but you're the ultimate healer. As evil decreases, I'm going to replace it with good things. And I'm also going to pray, Lord, where do you want me to go from here? Lord's will, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. You have a great and wonderful day.